Welcome ladies and gentlemen to another Call of Duty Warzone video. In this video we're going to compare the Bruen to the Kilo to finally work out which one's the best gun for Warzone. Since the mid-season 4 update nerfing the Grau 556, more and more people have now been looking to find a new meta for Warzone. We have now managed to narrow this down to two guns, the Kilo and the Bruen. This video is going to break down the stats for both guns to work out which one you should be using. Before we get into the details, 97% of you have not subscribed to the channel, so definitely hit that subscribe button to see more season 4 content like this, and also hit that like button to show your support to the channel and get this video out to more people. The interaction on the channel has been great so far, and we're growing day by day, which is absolutely amazing. So first, the Kilo is the first assault rifle you unlock inside Warzone. It's one of the starting guns you get, so it's quite easy to start playing with it and leveling up the gun. So it's very likely you have the attachments that we're going to talk about in this video. But the Bruen on the other hand is a very difficult gun to unlock. You need to be using LMGs and killing enemies through smoke. You need to do that 3 times in 15 different matches. Now, if you haven't already unlocked the Bruen, or if you don't have a blueprint for it, use a thermal scope on any LMG and use smoke bombs in a match to help you get those smoke kills. That is by far the easiest way to do it. So for all of the testing in this video, we used the following attachment combinations. Now these seem to be the most popular attachment combinations that everyone tries to use. For the Kilo, we have the Prowler barrel, the mono suppressor, the commando foregrip, the 60 round mags, and the VLK scope. For the Bruen, we have the XRK barrel, the mono suppressor, the commando foregrip, the 60 round mags, and the stipple grip tape. For a bit more accuracy, the stipple grip tape can be swapped out for the VLK scope in this case as well. So looking at the stats for both of the guns, you can see all the damage profiles, the rate of fire, you can see when the damage drops off and at what distance. You can see the aim down sight speed, and that includes the attachments as well. Now the main things to point out here is that the aim down sight speed on the Kilo is of course going to be a lot better than the Bruen since it is an assault rifle, and the same goes for the mobility as well. The mobility on the Kilo is better than the Bruen. These stats were taken with 250 health points, which means fully armoured enemies, and you can still see that the Bruen has a better time to kill than the Kilo. Also, the Kilo's damage drops off a lot sooner, meaning that the Bruen does more damage over longer distances. So at the moment it sounds pretty mixed. If you want better mobility, you would go with the Kilo. If you want better damage and a lower time to kill, you would go with the Bruen. Even though the damage drop off with the Kilo is less than the Bruen, it's not big enough to make a huge difference. So we'll take a look at the recoil patterns to see if there's much difference between the two guns there, because the recoil pattern is also very important. So these recoil patterns were taken with both of the guns with the attachments added. So we can see the Kilo in green and the Bruen in pink. And both were taken with the 60 round mags on both guns just to make testing fair. The recoil on the very left is if you let both of the guns fire straight upwards. The recoil on the bottom right is if you try to control the recoil pattern for both of these guns, which is very easy to control. And in the top right is the hip fire spread, which is not good for either of these guns. After taking a look at the recoil pattern for both of these guns, we can see why there's a debate in the community regarding whether the Kilo or the Bruen will be taking the spot of the Grau 556 for long range combat inside Warzone. Especially after you try to control the recoil, is very easy to do with both of these guns. And some people might mention the FAL in this debate, but I think the FAL's extra damage profile suits better to closer range combat. Now it's finally time to answer whether the Bruen or the Kilo's better. Now I'm going to have to give the #1 spot to the Bruen at the moment, is the reason why you see a lot of the more pro players like Vicstar, Swag, Nick Mercs using this gun. It has all the benefits of the Kilo with a lower time to kill, and it's only losing out on the mobility aspect of things. But if you pair this with an SMG, you should use the SMG in close range fights and then the Bruen at longer range fights where mobility isn't a huge issue. The Kilo is still a great well-rounded gun, and so is the Grau 556, but I think the new meta in the game is definitely the Bruen. So I hope this video answers all of your questions on which is the best gun inside Warzone at the moment. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button to get this video out to more people. and subscribe to the channel as we're trying to hit our goal of 3,000 subscribers. And to all of our current subscribers, thank you for coming back to watch this video. It helps support the channel. But that's all for today's video, and thank you very much for watching.